was somebody else, another station. Hold on 1 second.
Hey there. You know you're live.
Yeah, you gotta let me in.
Yeah, you live. You're all live.
Okay, we live here. Kesha Gibson Carter giving her press conference.
Okay, y'all, this is breaking news.
Oh, you know what? I got my camera backwards.
This is breaking news, breaking news. Savannah, tune in. Y'all tune in. Because guess what?
I'm gonna have to turn it this way.
The devil is busy. The devil
No, you're all set. There you go. You're all set. All right.
Yes. All right. That's perfect right there. This is breaking news, everybody. You in focus. I'm still getting that crackling noise, and I don't like it.
Do you want me to maybe
No, I just pulled it. The wire coiled up and back.
No.
Down. Yeah, I just want to see how that wire is doing. It's static. Okay, this is the problem.
Oh.
Let me just get this off of you. You know what? And I'm going to switch this, pardon me. Instead of having this stuff down in your dress, we're going to flip it so it's on the outside, okay?
Okay.
That's much better.
Y'all, this is breaking news. Tune in, Savannah. Come on, Savannah. Yes. Hi, everybody. This is breaking news.
You guys want to sit? Yep. I'm going to roll anytime.
Hello, Savannah. Thank you, Jessica and Sean, for coming out today. I want to take this moment and just acknowledge that nothing is more important to me in the city of Savannah than rising crime, rising homelessness, rising poverty, forced displacement, and the threat to our most vulnerable and cherished neighborhoods and communities, to include the Weeping Time property. I want to say that it is my intent as a leader in this community to utilize the airways of the media and to utilize the brick and mortar facility that owns our Savannah Morning News. It is my desire to get back to integral reporting and recognize that our media affiliates provide all of those pieces related to keeping our community safe. So it's my hope that this will be the last time that I have to address anything related to any interpersonal relations or the lack thereof, any attacks on my person or the threat to my political campaign. I want to also pause and just acknowledge that the killer of Desiree Gilliard is still out there somewhere. There is a reward for identifying this individual, and it is my hope that the community will continuously provide contributions to increase that fund so that we identify this person and bring closure to this case and honor the legacy and life of this 15-year-old gunned down in our housing division here in Savannah at Yamacraw. Mr. Evans, yesterday at about 3:48 p.m., the ethics panel of the Savannah, Georgia government returned a finding in the alleged complaint against me filed by Katrina Bostic of Family Promise. I learned of this finding at 8 o'clock this morning by the clerk, despite the fact that at 3:48 yesterday, I was sitting in a council meeting with the clerk, with the city attorney, as well as with the assistant city attorney, what's her name? Jennifer Herman, who all were in receipt of this, but no one, not one person, made me aware of it until this morning. That, on its face, proves that this is yet another coordinated, orchestrated, and strategic attack carried out by the hands of Mayor Van Johnson. It is unfortunate that Katrina Bostic would allow a special and unique relationship with him to be put in a position where you use the name of an organization that fills a viable need for a vulnerable population. It is my hope, as said in my press release, that any damage done by her actions in filing this complaint to that organization, I present myself here in the capacity of supporting any efforts to bring that organization back into a better light. I will read to you this letter from the ethics panel headed by Mr. Chris Steinitz. It reads, Honorable Mark Massey, Clerk of Council, Mayor and Alderman of the City of Savannah, via email to Mark Massey, and it has his email address. Regarding Bostic Family Promise of the Coastal Empire versus Alderwoman Kesha Gibson Carter ethics complaint dated June 1st, 2022. Dear Mr. Massey, pursuant to 2-106 of the City Code, with the advice and counsel, and that's legal counsel, the Ethics Board preliminarily reviewed the above reference ethics complaint against Alderwoman Gibson Carter. Pursuant to 210612, the board unanimously dismisses the complaint because it fails to state facts sufficient to invoke the disciplinary process or to be considered for further investigation. Please publish this directly to the complainant and the respondent. Thank you. City of Savannah, Georgia Ethics Board, signed Attorney Steinmetz, Dr. Cruz, and Mr. Hirsch. He copies the city attorney, he copies the assistant city attorney, all via email at 3:48 p.m. So here we are today asking you and your organization and its affiliates to report as widely the findings of this committee, just as widely as you reported when the complaint was filed. That's right. Katrina Bostic filed this complaint with the clerk. 15 minutes after she filed it with the clerk, I was called by the media for comment. Again, this is consistent with an organized, strategic, and coordinated attempt to sully my person, my reputation, and the worth and the value that I have provided for this organization for decades. I am not interested in holding grudges and having an antagonistic relationship with the media. But what I want to say to you, when I signed up for Alderwoman at Large for Post 1 of the City of Savannah and won my race by being the number 2 vote getter in the entire election, I actually got more votes than the mayor that year. When December 3rd of 2019 came around and it was decided that he would be the mayor, I decided at that time that I was going to be a part of a supporting cast. I was going to be a part of a supporting cast who would come to City Hall and do what the electorate mandated us to do in 2019. Forego status quo politics and forego business as usual, only to be identified and treated as if I am an outcast. But I'm here today to tell you that I have outlasted it all, and I'm still standing, and I want what I'm going through and what I have been through to be a testament to every woman, particularly African American women whose voice is under attack and being indicted from the nation's capital to our state. You have to continue to stand and to fight.
May I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Just about the campaign and the announcement. I wanted to see what the next year for you is going to look like in terms of preparing for that race.
Right. As I have signed my documents to declare that I will become the 68th mayor of the city of Savannah, it was somewhat symbolic for me to declare on June 8th. 68 denotes relationships, family, and commitment. It was important for me to go down to City Hall with my family and declare that my family, once again, is committed to community, this whole Savannah community. I said to you before, Sean, in 2020 of January, the night you came to my winning camp, and I told you that I was going to do for Savannah what I have been doing now for nearly 30 years. I'm going to advocate for her, I'm going to serve her, and I'm going to inspire the citizens to engage and be a part of the political process and recognize their rightful place in government, particularly where their tax dollars are concerned. You know, on our watch, nothing has been up except taxes, crime, poverty, and homelessness. We have been in office for 2.5 years. It is nearly impossible for any change or success to occur when we've had 4 city managers in those 2.5 short years. And so here we are, presenting ourselves as a leader who have a proven track record in going in and turning organizations around. I have a proven track record in giving people the tools they need to do their job, getting out of the way, treating them fairly, and allowing them to do their job. Savannah generates the most revenue for Georgia, only second to Atlanta. We are Georgia's prized possession, but the citizens of Savannah who live here do not feel that. The only individuals who feel it are people who tour here, who visit here, and whose income far exceeds the standard income that we have here in Savannah. It is high time that the winners no longer take all. We don't want to come forth and be punitive or put out lofty mandates, but what we have to do is return to the citizens of Savannah her rightful share.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in, and we appreciate you. Our Facebook and social media world, thank you all so much for all of your support. Let's go, Mayor 68.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thanks for letting us know.
Good to see you, brother. Sean, I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, take care.
Guys, yes.
like that.